I used to be such a stickler when it came to my morning routine and things that I need to complete during the day to feel productive and like a worthy human being. And nowadays, there's no scheduling anything. I don't know why, but if I say, oh my gosh, I want to do these booty band workouts 5 days a week, 4 days a week, whatever the time frame may be, and I do it the first time, I'm like, yeah, I loved that. That was great. The second time, I'm really like, booty band workouts don't really serve me today, and I don't feel aligned with the band workouts or YouTube workouts. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm like, do I lack consistency? Because I used to be so rigid and so just on my stuff when it came to working out and just doing all these things, these hobbies like reading and stuff consistently on a schedule. But now there's no scheduling me. But I think that's a good thing because the things still get done, but at such random times. Such random times. And it can't all go in the morning because sometimes I wake up, right? And my thing was to read every single day as soon as I wake up. Sometimes I wake up and I don't want to read. Like, who wants to read as soon as they wake up? Sometimes I'll feel extra groggy because maybe I was up later or I didn't get enough hours of sleep. So I can't really read without falling asleep. So then I'm just sitting there. And then before I know it, I got to start getting ready. So maybe that day I will read later in the day or I'll read midday. Midday is a great time for me to do things like reading and writing and just getting my mind right, meditating. Midday is great because I'm awake and yeah, it kind of just feels slow midday. Like there's not much to do. At the end of the day, you're trying to get ready for bed and just tie loose ends. But in the morning, you're kind of tired. Do I have time? Do I not? Sometimes you're rushing. I think going with the intuitive flow of things is is the better way to go about it, actually. So let's compare. Let's compare the staying on a schedule and doing everything on your checklist at the appropriate times versus moving intuitively and following your body and following your intuition. And honestly, how that's been so much better for my mental health as of late when I started listening to my body and doing what she wants to do. She's the boss. Her and the brain, they kind of work together, you know. But my name's Anaya, and this is a space where I like to heal and unlearn and cultivate a space that feels like peace. So if that aligns with you, please subscribe and like the video. So yeah, I think being in a space where lists and schedules feel good for you, like that's great. We already know that life. We already know the hustle culture, boss babe, whatever stereotype that we see online so often. But let's explore the intuitive, frolicking, just girls being girls type of stereotype in a productive way. Like, how do we combine the soft life and frolicking in a field with getting things done and feeling productive? So what I do is I have certain things that I do like to do every day, like reading, like being outside and stretching and meditating. How can we incorporate those things into my daily practice without feeling like I need to do them? Like, how can we do it as naturally as possible? Because being a person that also does not like being told what to do by even myself, yes, it's a prison. How do I still get these things in without making myself feel like I just told myself what to do? Because if that ever happens, then I won't do it. You can't boss me. That's me to me. It is a prison. So I like to make it feel as natural as possible. These things are always floating around in my head. So let's say, for example, I'm at work. I bring a book. I bring a book, and during my breaks, I will read the book. Now, sometimes when I get home, I don't feel like reading. Sometimes before work, I don't feel like reading because that's me time. And I'm thinking, does this little chore that I have to do feel like me time, or does it feel more like work time? If it feels more like work and like a chore, then I'll try to do it within the time frame that I'm supposed to be up. I'm already active. I'm already on go 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 mode. So let's just throw that in that pile. Now, with something like going for a walk or exercise, if that's what you do, or like going to the gym, if that's what you do for exercise, is it more leisure for you, or is it more like a task, like work? If it's more like work, go, 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 I would pair it with your job or with your daily tasks that you have to do every single day, doing it either before work or right after work. But if it's more of like a work, work, work vibe, and you do it during your time that you're supposed to be relaxing, like on the weekend, then it's going to feel like a chore. It's going to feel like, oh my gosh, I got to go do this on Saturday, and I got this to do instead, and I should be relaxing right now, but I got to go to the gym. Why not put it in a place where it feels more like fun, or where it feels more like it's aligned with the rest of your work schedule? You see what I'm saying? Let's do another example. Let's say you have to cook or meal prep for the week. Are you going to do it during the day? Or are you going to do it in the evening? Let's say it's on a Sunday. Does it feel more like a winding down activity that you enjoy? Or does it feel more like, oh, I just need to cook because I have to eat? If so, if it's the latter, do it in the morning. Do it when you're doing your other tasks, like laundry, like washing the dishes, cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the bathroom, so that by the end of the day, when you're ready to get ready for bed, ready to kind of collect those loose ends, you can do more relaxing things and it won't be so hard. Your willpower won't have to go into overdrive for you to get that done. It's not going to feel so much like a chore because you kind of grouped it. You paired it with things that are similar. I read this book called The One Thing, and it talks about how a judge, when they're sentencing people, before lunch, they have worse sentencings than after lunch. Like after everybody's eaten, I guess the judge is in a good mood. They sentence them to better whatevers. I don't know the terms. I'm sorry. I wasn't a law student and I don't watch true crime like that. I don't know. But yeah, place things in your day where your willpower is the highest so that it will be easier for you to achieve that task. I say that to say not everything has to be on a 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m. schedule. You already have this internal clock to where your willpower is higher during certain areas than it is at other areas, combined with your personality and the things that you like and what feels like work and what does not feel like work. So pair all of the things that feel like work together and do those things when your willpower is the highest. Maybe you do things that feel like work in the morning before work, or maybe you do things that feel like work in the evening or at night because you're a night owl. And vice versa. It does not have to be scheduled. And I think what you need to understand in order to make that a possibility, in order to make that happen, is just understanding more about yourself. And once you understand more about yourself, then you get to understand these things like, oh, I like getting shit done in the morning. Like that's my cup of tea. And I am a morning person. For me, midday is my time to really get things done. In the morning is a time for peace. It's for those little walks. It's for the going to the park. It's for the painting. It's the baths and all that. My evening is kind of for tying loose ends. And then my afternoons, my whatever time, that's for getting work done. I have me time at the beginning of my day and at the end of my day. So if you can figure out kind of like how you best thrive during different times of the day, or what feels like work and what doesn't, then you're good. You don't need a schedule. So I think once I started meditating as well, and I'd focus on a certain thing, I would be like, this feels. I would analyze how it would feel while I was meditating on it, and then come out of it and be like, wow, I liked the idea of that, or I did not like the idea of that. So meditation is a good thing, a good way you can spend more time with yourself. Another way is just doing it. Do it and see how you feel, and try it at a different time of the day. Try it for less time during the day. The whole point is to create a schedule that works for you, to where you can get things done and still feel like yourself. Because sometimes being on a schedule and doing things just for the sake of doing them, you're creating a life that has nothing to do with what you want to do in your core. It has nothing to do with your identity. It has nothing to do with the person that you're trying to be and trying to create, which is, it should be your best self, right? You're trying to be your best self, so you're doing the things that your best self would do in that moment. Yeah, that's an ode to quantum physics. You have to create the reality that you want to live, because all the realities are happening at the same time, and you decide which one you want to live in at this current moment. So yeah, that was my little back and forth about scheduling versus intuition and moving with your body, moving intuitively, but still getting things done and being productive. So if you enjoyed that, please subscribe and like the video. It helps more than you know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.